Feel that? That's the ocean wind coming through the window. Brisa del Pacífico. Let the coast take the wheel, homie. Saturday, 6:15. The fog is lifting off the shore. I backed the 63 out slow from the garage door. The candy till is glowing like the sea got in the paint. My abuelo used to say this coast can make us insane. I rolled down Pacific Avenue while the town is still asleep. Just me, the goals, the engine, and the promise I keep. Every week I take the coast road that my father used to ride. Same curve, same horizon, same Pacific pride. The breeze through the windows like a hand upon my face. Salt and eucalyptus, the perfume of the place. The radio stays quiet cause the waves supply the drums. The seawall keeps the rhythm in the morning hums. And I think about the hands that brought the Chevy back to life. 3 generations polishing through struggle and through strife. Brisa del Pacífico, blow the worry off my chest. Rolling down the coastline where the weary find their rest. Chrome below the seagulls, sunrise in the glass. The ocean keeps forgiving and the troubles keep on passing. Brisa del Pacífico, the breeze that raised me right from the barrio to the horizon. The coast and the Maja feed the work the canneries down by the harbor side. Came home smelling like the ocean with his dignity and pride. He take us to the jetty every Sunday after mass. Teach us how to read the water, how the sets would pass. The sea don't care about your money, mijo, or your name. It treats the rich and humble vato exactly the same. That's why we cruise beside it, to remember what is true. Now I carry that philosophy in everything I do. The lowrider in the ocean got a kinship and tiendas. Both of them roll steady, both of them tremendous. Both of them got depths that the surface never shows. Both of them deserve respect from everyone who knows. So when I dip the switches by the breakers at high tide, it's a conversation, homie, the Chevy in the tide. Coast roll low and slow, the Pacific on my right. Windows down, spirits up, everything is light. From the harbor to the headlands, let the breeze lead the way. This is church for Vato, the coastal high. Now the sun is climbing higher in the beach towns, wake up slow. The Panadary is open in the surf shop, start the show. I stop at Mila's counter for a coffee and a smile. She's been serving cruisers on this corner for a while. Same road again, mijo, she laughs and pours it black. Same road, Doña Mila, it's the only one that gives back. Cause some men need a mountain and some men need a crowd. I just need this ribbon where the waves are singing loud. The breeze is in my jacket as I roll back to the car. The morning's full of blessings and I count them like the stars. My phone's been off since sunrise, the coast don't take the calls. The only notifications are the pelicans and squalls. So here's to every rider who protects his peace this way. Brisa del Pacífico, carry us today. Brisa del Pacífico, blow the worry off my chest. Rolling down the coastline where the weary find their rest. Chrome below the seagulls, sunrise in the glass. The ocean keeps forgiving and the troubles keep on passing. Brisa del Pacífico, the breeze that raised me right from the barrio to the horizon. The coast and the light. Coast roll, low and slow. The Pacific on my right. Windows down, spirits up. Everything is light. Let the breeze do the talking. Let the chrome catch the sun. Brisa del Pacífico, the day's begun. Costa Dorada, ay, Costa Dorada, where the gold meets the blue. Every mile of this coastline got a story that's true. From the harbors to the hills, we shine like the bay. Golden Coast, Chicanos, flows every single day. They call it Costa Dorada cause the sunset pays in gold. Every evening on the water there's a fortune to behold. My people work this coastline for 100 years and more. From the fishing boats to fruit stands to the cannery floor. The gold was never handed, it was earned against the tide. Every family on my block has got a seafaring pride. Mi abuela sold tamales to the dock workers at dawn. Saved enough to buy the duplex that we still stand on. That's the alchemy of coastal folk. Turn salt into a state, turn 12-hour shifts to college funds, the Golden Gate. So when I cruise the marina with the switches dipping low, it's a victory parade for everybody that I know. The chrome catches the sunset and it throws it to the street. Costa Dorada glory, the circle complete. Costa Dorada, the golden coast is ours. Built by humble hands beneath the summer stars. From the jetty to the boulevard, the legacy is clear. The gold is in the people who persevere. Costa Dorada, raise a toast to the shore. The coast that keeps on giving to the ones who give more. Summer Saturday, the Esplanade is buzzing with the crews. Lowriders from 3 counties showing off the candied hues. The teal one from the valley and the wine one from the bay. But the golden one, me Chevy, owns the Esplanade today. Painted like the sunset by my compa Hector's hand. 3 coats of Aztec gold with the metal flake strand. When the light hits a 7, homie, traffic slows to see a rolling piece of Costa Dorada history. The tourists take the pictures and the elders tip their hats. The young ones on the seawall put it up on all the apps. But this ain't for the cameras, it's a ceremony handshake, honoring the coastline that has fed us plenty. Every switch it by the water is a thank you to the shore. Costa Dorada gave us everything and more. Costa Dorada, where the gold meets the blue. Every mile of this coastline got a story that's true. From the harbors to the hills, we shine like the bay. Golden Coast, Chicano, every single day. Now the developers are circling with their renderings and suits, talking revitalization while they're pricing out the roots. But the Costa Dorada families, we organized the block, bought the marina co-op. Now we hold the dock. The fish market stays familiar, the fruit stands stay in place. The Esplanade keeps its murals in its working class face. Cause gold that's only glitter washes out with the tide. Where gold is the community that stands side by side. My daughter runs the youth sale program out of Slip 15, teaching barrio kids the ocean like a coastal queen. My son restores the boats with hands like his bisabuelo. The golden thread continues, El Hilo Dorado, homie. So let the sunset pour his treasure on the water one more time. Costa Dorada forever, the coast and the climb. Costa Dorada, the golden coast is ours. Built by humble hands beneath the summer stars. From the jetty to the boulevard, the legacy is clear. The gold is in the people who persevere. Costa Dorada, raise a toast to the shore. The coast that keeps on giving to the ones who give more. Gold on the water, gold in the veins. From the cannery mornings to the candy gold frame. The sunset signs the seawall, and the evening does the rest. Costa Dorada, the shine remains. Listen, the tide coming in, the hydraulics settling down. Olas y Cromo, baby. 2 kinds of shine in one time. Olas y Cromo, Olas y Cromo, the wave and the wheel. 2 mirrors of the sunset, one made of steel. The ocean rolls in, sets, and the Chevy rolls slow. Same rhythm, same forever. Olas, Olas, I Cromo. My T.O. Chewy was a surfer before we built this first ride. Said the ocean taught him patience and the timing of the glide. You don't fight the wave, Sabrino, you find where it wants to break. Same thing with the boulevard, you roll, you never race. So we shaped the 62 like he was shaping out a board. Nose down, tail tucked, every line moving toward that sweet spot where the motion and the stillness are the same. A wave that never crashes and the wheel that earned his fame. I grew up in this garage, handing branches by the sea. The smell of resin, motor oil and salt. Trinity, he pointing out at the swirls between the sand and in the coats. Watch how the water moves, mijo, that's how the low one floats. Now he's gone, but every Sunday when the morning sets, roll clean. I cruise the shoreline slow in this rolling ocean dream. Olas y Cromo, rolling side by side. The Pacific keeps the rhythm for the low and slow ride. Every wave that hits the jetty, every switch that hits the frame is the coastline and the barrio calling out your name. Olas in the swell. 2 languages are gliding at the Westside. Knows well. Saturday at dawn patrol, the surfers wax their decks. I'm waxing candy panels while the pelicans inspect. We nod across the parking lot, the brotherhood of glide. Different boards, same devotion, same respect for the tide. The throne with the red long board, always stop to see the car. Mister, how'd you get it low like that? Kid, you'll go far. Curiosity's the first wave, you ride it where it goes. I show him how the switches work, the pumps and manifolds. His eyes go big like breakers when the front end kisses sky, then settles down so gentle like a seabird coming by. It's physics and it's poetry, I tell him with a grin. Same as what you're doing when you paddle out in it. The ocean and the boulevard, they've always been related. 2 schools of smooth that keep the west side educated. Olas y Cromo, the wave and the wheel. 2 mirrors of the sunset, 1 made of steel. The ocean rolls in sets and the Chevy rolls slow. Same rhythm, same forever. Olas y Cromo. Now the sunset's pulling colors that a painter couldn't mix. The surfers catching last ones while I'm parked along the sticks. The board bracks and the lowriders lined up on the bluff. Chrome and fiberglass reflecting all that golden stuff. And for a moment everybody's watching the same show. The day sliding to the water, giving up its glow. The grown walks up his board, tucked underneath his arms, all still on his shoulders, all the ocean's calm. Someday I'ma build a lowrider and surf the point. I tell him that's the spirit, kid, you'll anoint the joint. Cause the future of the coastline is the ones who love it double. The wave riders, the low riders can be beyond the trouble. So when they ask me what the west side's made of, this I know: salt water and candy paint. Olas y Cromo, rolling side by side. The Pacific keeps the rhythm for the low and slow ride. Every wave that hits the jetty, every switch that hits the frame is the coastline and the bottle calling out your name. Olas y Cromo, the shine in the swell. 2 languages are gliding at the west side. Knows well. The tide rolls in, the Chevy rolls home. Olas y Cromo, never alone. Sirena del Mar.
Sirena del Mar,
I saw her by the water,
barefoot on the jetty.
like the ocean's only daughter.
The sunset held its breath,
And the seagulls made a ring.
Sirena del Mar.
The song the waves sing. I was parked along the boardwalk, let an evening do its show. Candy tear reflecting all the vendors' neon glow. When she walked out on the jetty with the sundress catching wind, and the whole Pacific quieted like church about to begin. She was watching for the dolphins that patrolled the outer break, counting sets like rosary, giving more than she could take. I'm not the type to interrupt the moment made to go, so I just let the picture paint itself, brave and bold. But the parking meters honest and my time was running low. She turned around and caught me looking, caught the whole show. I expected cold shoulders, got a smile like sunrise instead.
You gon' sit there in that pretty car, say hello, she said.
And just like that, the ocean introduced us, no rehearsal.
The tide brought me a blessing.
The universe is reversal.
Sirena del Mar,
The sea gave her to me,
a voice like warm horchata,
and a spirit wild and free.
We cruise the coast at sunset,
with the windows to the salt,
every mile a little miracle.
the ocean's vault.
Sirena del Mar, my compass and my shore. The wave that keeps returning.
Oh, who could ask for more first date was the fish stand at the end of Pier 19. She ordered in Spanish, left in my ranch, Airline. Told me she grew up in the harbor town further down south. Her father was a fisherman, the sea runs through her mouth. Every story that she tells has got it tied inside it turning. Every plan she makes has got a lighthouse in it burning. She reads the water better than the weatherman in charge.
Swell speak if you listen.
And the same is true of her. She don't care about the trophies or the chrome upon the shelf. She cares how I treat the viejitos and the way I treat myself. She made me softer on the edges, made the hard years worth the wait. The Sirena didn't save me, she just helped me navigate. Now the boys all ask me why I'm always smiling on the ride.
Cause the sea's most precious treasures riding shotgun at my side.
They call me La Sabrina, but I'm just a harbor girl. Raised on salt and patience where the deep currents swirl. I seen 100 cruisers with their engines in their gold, but this one parked and listened, that's rarer than the pearls. He lets the ocean talk first, lets my silences be mine. Brings my mama conchas every Sunday right on time. So when he dips the Chevy where the jetty meets the spray, I sing him what the water sings.
Me amor, we're on our way. Sirena del Mar,
I saw her by the water,
barefoot on the jetty, like the ocean's only daughter.
the sunset held his breath,
and the seagulls made her ring.
Sirena del Mar.
Song the waves sing.
Now it's 2 years later in the jetty, still I spot. Same bench, same fish stand, same sunset that we caught. I proposed right where she stood that first evening in the wind. Ring hidden in the shell, the ocean was my wingman. She cried and said, you know, the
Sea don't let her daughters go.
I said, I'm not taking me high.
I'm just joining the flow.
So the wedding's on the bluff in June when the marine leg lifts. Her father's boat will bring her in, the greatest of the gifts. And the lowrider will be waiting with the ribbons and the shine to carry off the Sirena down the coastal line. The elders say the ocean blesses unions made in salt. That love baptizes sea spray never comes to a halt.
So here's my testimony from the boardwalk to the phone.
The sea sent me a siren,
and she steered my heart home. Sirena del Mar,
the sea gave her to me,
a voice like warm horchata, and a spirit wild and free. We cruised the coast at sunset,
with the windows to the south,
every mile a little miracle,
the ocean's vault.
Sirena del Mar, my compass and my shore. The wave that keeps returning.
Who could ask for more?
The tide came in
And stayed,
Sirena del Mar.
the match the ocean made.
Hey, hasta grass in the wall. Yeah, It's by the thrones, it's King is there. 100 miles of coastline and we know every curve. From the harbor down in Pedro to the point where the swells serve. We're the Pacific Coast Kings, the crews that hold the shore. 3 generations deep and always room for more. Every Sunday when the fog lifts off the morning lanes, the caravan assembles like a court with candy frames. The teal ones and the gold ones and the wine ones in the line. A rolling coronation down the Pacific spine. We don't claim it with the violence, we claim it with the shine. With the toy drives every winter and the car shows on the dime. The city knows our engines like the church bells know the mass. When the Coast Kings come through, weaving traffic gives us pass. From the lighthouse to the boardwalk, the procession takes the day. Pacific Coast royalty, the West Coast way. Pacific Coast Kings, rolling shore to shore. The crowns are made of sunlight and the thrones are 64s. From the jetties to the canyons, every mile is our domain. Kings of the coastline, remember the name. No castles, just the car clubs, no armies, just the pride. Pacific Coast Kings, enjoy the ride. Every kingdom needs a code and ours is carved in chrome. Respect the local waters, make the strangers feel at home. Slow down for the familiars, walk into the sand. Lift a starred out stranger with a jump in the hand. The crown ain't for the fastest or the loudest on the strip. It's for the one who shows up when the community needs grip. When the wildfire smoke roll coastal and the ash fell on the bay. The Kings run generator, loads of meals through the grade. When the pier needed repeating after last December storm. 40 vatos with the rollers made the railings warm. That's the sovereignty that matters, the service and the show, the reign of of the Pacific runs on love and gasoline, bro. So when you see the plaques up in the windows on the cruise, that's a coat of arms of promise. The coastline's good news. Those kings, let the switches salute. From the marina to the bluffs and the golden pursuit. Every grill a crown jewel, every hop a decree. Pacific Coast kings, the shore rides free. And when the rival crews come visit from the valleys and the east, we don't meet them with the mugging, we meet them with the feast. Carney on the SeaWorld grills, the hopper fair and clean. The coastline settles rivalries with sportsmanship supreme. Cause a kingdom that's secure don't need to posture at the gates. The Pacific taught us patience, the tide never debates. Now the young princes coming up with projects in the bay. Primadors and borrowed rims, that's exactly the way. We all started with the shell and the vision and the debt. The kingdom's built on patience, the best restoration yet. So we open up the garage every second Saturday. The elders teach the wiring in the body work ballet. Little Marcos runs a sanding crew at 17 years old. His primer gray Impala's gonna one day trip with gold. And when he takes his first slow lap along the Esplanade, the whole coast will be cheering the applause of the squad. Cause dynasties don't die when the founders leave the shore. They multiply in garages, that's what the wrenches are for. So race your paddlers to the fleet when the sunset brings the gleam. Pacific Coast kings forever. Pacific Coast King, rolling shore to shore. The crowns are made of sunlight and the thrones on 64s. From the jetties to the canyons, every mile is our domain. Kings of the coastline, remember the name. No castles, just the car clubs, no armies, just the pride. Pacific Coast Kings, enjoy the ride. Shore to shore, crown to crown. Pacific Coast Kings, hold it down. Shore to shore, crown to crown. Pacific Coast kings, hold it down. You smell that? Salt in the air. That's a memory, homie. That's everything we were. And everything we are. Yeah. Solid and lighter, the seasoning of home. First thing that I notice when I'm rolling in the zone. Before I see the water, before the gulls appear, the salt walks out to meet me like it's glad that I'm here. It was there on every childhood day, mama worked the stand, selling mango, corn, chile with the ocean close at hand. It seasoned all our summers and it cured our little griefs. The beach was our vacation when the wallet needed relief. Me, Jafito couldn't fly us to the places on TV, so we pack us in the wagon and he drive us to the sea. The rich man's got his islands, but the ocean here is ours. Same moon over the water, Miko, same salt, same stars. And I believed him, still believe him, every time the coastline nears. The salt is in the air, and suddenly I'm 10 years old with no fears. Silent and light, breathe it in deep. The flavor of the memories the coastline gets to keep. Every summer, every struggle, every Sunday by the shore. The salt remembers all of it and seasons us for more. Silent and light, the taste of where we're from. Roll the windows down and let the memories come. The salt was on the handrails of the pier where Pops proposed. On the boardwalk where my sister's quinceañera photos post. It rusted out the wagon that carried us for years. The ocean takes its taxes, but it pays you back in tears. The good kind homie gratitude that sneaks up on your face when you park the new Impala in the same old parking space. And realize that the little kid who begged for one more hour now drives a candy classic, the harvest of the flower. The salt worked on me slowly like it works upon the chrome, not corroding, polishing, grinding down the foam of everything unnecessary. All the flashing noise, till what's left is what matters. Familiar faith and poise. The ocean's a professor and the salt's a syllabus. Every lesson she's taught us is written in the mist. Breathe deep, silent and louder. The coast keeps the records of everything we care. From the mango stands till the midnight sands, the salt holds the story in its weathered hands. And when I've been away too long, the city and the grind, I can feel the salt deficiency working on my mind. The cure's a half a tank of gas and a westbound state of mind. The farmer sees the coastline and the medicine is mine. Now I bring my own kids down to the same stretch of shore. My mama's stand is gone, but there's a new one selling more. Mango con chile, same car, Different familiars dream I buy around for my kids and the vendors whole team. My daughter asked me why I always close my eyes and breathe when we crest the final hill and see the water weave. I tell her, Mia, this is where your bisabuelo said the ocean makes a sequel, the salt crowns every head. She closed her eyes and breathed it in, then smiled at the spray. It smells like all your stories, Poppy, what more can I say? The inheritance is airborne, it costs nothing at the gate. The poorest kid on the coastline holds a 5-star estate. So here's to the sailing and lighter, may its season knows to come. The salt, the sea, la familia, the eternal silent alive, breathe it in deep. The flavor of the memories the coastline gets to keep. Every summer, every struggle, every Sunday by the shore. The soul remembers all of it and seasons us for more. Silent alive, the taste of where we're from. Roll the windows down and let the memories come. Breathe it in, pass it on. Yeah. Silent a lighter, never gone.
They keep saying they're gonna tear it down, but the Muelle Viejo's still standing, homie. Older than all of us. The old pier's got a limp now, a lean toward the south. 70 years of swells have punched it in the mouth. But every plank's a chapter and every nail's a name. The Muelle Viejo's memory puts libraries to shame. My grandfather fished the end of it in 1959. Fed the family of 7 off a bucket and a line. He carved his initials by the 3rd lamppost base. I touch him every visit like I'm touching his face. The pier don't judge the fishermen by what they got to spend. The millionaire and bus boy cast their lines off the same end. That's the democracy you drift with, the parliament, the tide. Everybody equal with the ocean at the side. So when the council talks replacement with the renderings of glass, the whole coast shows up talking about the past. Muelle Viejo, the old pier stands, holding all our histories in its weathered hands. Let the new things come, but let the old things stay. Some anchors keep a people from drifting away. Muelle Viejo, lean but never fall. The splintered old cathedral that welcomed us all. First kiss, 4th lamppost, 1992. Her name was Alma Reyes and the fog was rolling through. First heartbreak, same lamppost. The following July, the pier held my shoulders while I learned how to cry. First car, parked the Monte Carlo where the pier meets the sand. Polished it for hours just to show the pier firsthand. Cause the meal was the witness to the whole coming of age. The splendors in the handrails, all the lines upon the page. My compadre scattered inland, careers and different lives. But whenever one comes back to town, whoever's here arrives. We meet up at the Muelle like the years never move. Same joke, same railing, same brotherhood renewed. The pier's the constant homie, the x-axis of the plot. Everything else changes but the Muelle does not. Walk it slow, plank by plank. Every board's a memory and the ocean's the bank. From the bait shop to the far rail where the pelicans sit. Muelle Viejo, we're keeping it. And yeah, I know that nothing's promised, the termites and the salt. The engineers keep warning that the structure's gotta fall. But the people that lets memory get demolished for review wakes up one day forgetting what the old ones know. The car clubs made a motion and the fishermen agreed. The quinceañera photographers, the surf shop took the lead. We packed the council chambers in our Sunday best in chrome. 400 deep, one message, the pier is our home. That weller with the walker spoke for 7 minutes straight about the husband she still meets her at the 3rd lamppost gate. The council saw the writing, restoration got the vote. New pilings, same old lumber where the memories flow. They let the carcass fund the lamppost, plaques on everyone. My grandfather's initials now protected from the sun. And on reopening Sunday, when they cut the ribbon wide, 100 lowriders lined the boulevard in pride. The old pier got his paint back, but it kept its honest lean. Muelle Viejo forever, the best bones on the scene. Muelle Viejo, the old pier stands, holding all our histories in its weathered hands. Let the new things come, but let the old things stay. Some anchors keep a people from drifting away. Muelle Viejo, lean but never fall. The splintered old cathedral that welcomed us all. 3rd lamppost, Verano Eterno. The summer never ends, as long as there's a coastline and a car full of friends. Turn the oldies up and let the daylight stretch. Endless summer Westside, the goal we fetch. June hits the coastline like a promise getting kept. The marine layer packs his bags, the beach towns wake from slip. The pale terror triples up his route along the strand, and every garage door goes up with a Chevy in the plan. We wax them in the driveways with the radios in sync. 4 houses, 1 cumbia, the whole block's in the pink. My cousins from the valley caravan to catch the breeze. The pilgrimage is summer, the westward leaning keys. By noon, the Esplanade's a runway, candy, chrome, and flake. By 3, the girls are talking and the seawall's on the take. By 6, the sun starts painting like it studied all its life. By 9, we're still parked laughing, no clock, no strife. That's the Verano rhythm, homie, sunrise to the moon. 6 months of December's patience paying off in June. Verano Eterno, stretch the golden hours. Barbecue and switches in the boardwalk flowers. Every day's a Sunday when the coast is running warm. Endless summer Westside, the barrio in form. Verano Eterno, may it never fade. The season of the familia, the memories we made. Summer's got an economy that GDP can't chart. The free show at the seawall when the hoppers do their art. The dollar mingle slices and the barber boogie boards. The priceless conversation on the tailgates and the courts. My Tia runs a pop-up out the back of the sedan. Aguas frescas, 3 flavors, the empire, the sand. The little homies hustle, shave dice up and down the beach. Summer teaches commerce with the ocean as to teach them. When the tourist season crowds the sand from 10 to 4. We know the local hours, dawn patrolling, dusk and more. The golden hour belong to us. The grills and the guitars, the fire pits, the sunset and the first appearance stars. Come July, the quinceañeras pick the bluff in pink and gold. Ooh. August brings the car show. The summer never gets old. Verano Eterno, the summer never ends, as long as there's a coastline and a car full of friends. Turn the oldies up and let the daylight stretch. And the summer Westside, the goal we fetch. September tries to end at the school year in the fall, but summer's not a season here, it's more a catalog of everything we choose to keep alive inside the chest. The cookouts and the cruising in the coastline at its best. So when the inland cousins pack and hug us at the door, we tell them it's not over, it's just yours to store. Take a jar of the Verano back across the county line. Crack it open in December when you need the sunshine. Cause the end of summer's portable, it lives in how you roll. Slow enough to see the people, warm enough to feed the soul. The Chevy holds the feeling when the calendar goes cool. One cruise along the coastline in the summer as a rule. So here's to the Verano that we carry all year long. The season is a spirit, and the spirit is this song. Verano Eterno, stretch the golden hours. Barbecue and switches in the boardwalk flowers. Every day's a Sunday when the coast is running warm. In the summer Westside, the barrio in form. Verano Eterno, may it never fade. The season of the familia, the memories we made. Summer in the chest, summer in the chrome. From the 1st of June forever, wherever we roam. The grills stay warm and the switches stay gold. Verano Eterno, the coastline's home. Yeah. Uh-huh. Keep the sand in the floor mats. Keep the south in the soul. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Gas tank full and the coolers in the trunk. Sunrise in the mirrors, leaving all the junk southbound on the coast road. With my compa riding right, Baja on the brain and the border in our sight. We've been planning this since March. The circle calendar page, 2 vatos in the Chevy busting out the working cage. The checkpoint line moves easy on the Tuesday before 8. The agent eyes the candy paint, nice ride with through the gate. And just like that the signs go Spanish, the coastline opens wide. The Pacific on the right side, like a faithful riding guide. The taco stands at Rosarito calling out our names. The side of smoke rising like a signal through the lanes. Windows down, no schedule, the itinerary south. Baja Dreams unfolding, word of mouth to mouth. Baja Dreams, rolling down the peninsula line, where the desert meets the ocean and the days taste like wine. No clouds below the border when the coast road bends, just a Chevy in the sunset and the miles of friends. Baja Dreams, the southbound therapy, 2 lanes of forever, exactly where we're. Ensenada by the evening, we park along the Malecon. The fish cart hands us tacos like communion, going on the local low by the club. Rolls up, they clap the plates. 10 minutes later, we're compadres trading painting dates. That's the Baja magic, homie. The brotherhood's prepaid, same culture, same passion, just a different shade. The club president Ramon's got a 62 Impala, candy tangerine with the mural of Isabella. We caravan the coast road while the sun begins to drop. 8 low riders glide and the traffic seems to stop. The tourists point their cameras, the fishermen just nod. Chrome pilgrims on the shoreline, the caravan the guide. We end up at a beach fire with guitars and the crew, singing oldies to the water like the old ones used to do. South of the border, north of every care, Baja Dreams and the salt in the air. Every mile's a movie and the real don't end. The peninsula's a promise and the road's a friend. And my compa gets quiet by the fire's last glow, says why don't we live like this always, bro? I tell him that we do, it's just buried in the ground. Baja's not a place, it's a state of mind. Sunday morning, San Felipe side the desert turns to glass. The sea of course is glowing like a stained cathedral mass. We eat machaca breakfast at a table made of tile. The senora calls us mijos and refills without the dime. Ramon rides down the meters for the last stretch of the loop. 300 miles of nothing but the eagle in the coupe. The Sagrado stand like uncles waving all along the route. The Chevy hums contented, the road working it out. And somewhere past the salt flats with the ocean out of view, I realized the Baja Dream was never about the blue. It was about remembering the compass that the paycheck makes us lose. The south inside the chest told me the permanent crew. So when we cross back northbound with the stickers in the sand, we're smuggling and in the freedom, contraband. Baja Dreams, rolling down the peninsula line, where the desert meets the ocean and the days taste like wine. No clocks below the border when the coast road bends, just a Chevy in the sunset and the miles of friends. Baja Dreams, the southbound therapy, 2 lanes of forever, exactly where we're free. Keep the sand in the flow mats, keep the south in the soul. Baja Dreams forever, that's how we roll. Mira la luna on the water tonight.
Come on, mi amor.
The coast is ours till the morning light.
Luna sobre el mar, the moon upon the sea, a silver road on water, leading you to me. Park it by the bluffs where the waves keep time. Luna sobre el mar.
Your hand in mine, 9 o'clock, I pull up slow outside her mama's place. She comes out in that white dress with the moonlight on her face. Her mama waves from the porch light. She knows my intention's true. 10 years of Friday evenings, the ritual we do. The coast road after sunset is a different kind of road. The tourists all gone home and the asphalt's all reboat. I keep it under 30 with the windows halfway down, so she can hear the ocean turning silver on the town. She tells me about a week, the clinic and the kids. I tell her about the shop, the orders and the bids. But somewhere past the lighthouse, all the talking fades away, cause the moon climbs off the water and it takes our breath away. 10 years and every time it still stops us mid-sentence. God's own headlight rising, the night's magnificent.
Luna sobre el mar, shine on the right. The prettiest senora sitting at my side.
The waves applaud the evening and the stars lean in the sea.
2 hearts and 1 horizon.
The moon, the sea.
Luna sobre el mar.
Bless the slow cruise.
Some men chase the fortune,
I already got
the muse.
Yes.
He thinks I come for the moonlight, I come to watch him drive. The calm behind the steering wheel that keeps my heart alive. 10 years of Friday evenings and he still opens my door. Still points out La Luna like I never seen before. My girlfriends ask me what's the secret. Diamonds, roses, trips. I tell them it's the constancy, the coastline on his lips. A man who keeps a promise like he keeps that engine tuned. Who treats his mama like a queen and me like the moon. So when he takes the long way home along the Silver Bay, I put my head on his shoulder and I silently pray. Let every Vernus find us on this road beside the foam. La Luna sobre el mar, mi amor.
And the long way home.
Luna sobre el mar, the moon upon the sea. A silver road on water, leading you to me. Park it by the bluffs, where the waves keep time. Luna sobre el mar,
Yeah.
your hand in mine.
We park up at the Overlook, our spot since 99. Initials in the guardrail that the rust never outshines. I pour her the cafe from the thermos that she gave me. The steam curls in the moonlight, the little things that saved me. She laughs about the first date, how nervous I had been. Stalled the Chevy twice before we even hit the freeway in. Now the car and I are steady, she steady both our frames. The moon's been a witness and it never once complains. And when the fog rolls in at midnight like a curtain on the show, we take the silver highway back the way the old ones go. Unhurried and unbothered, her hand upon my hand. The Luna in the mirrors, in the future feeling planned. Some couples need the fireworks,
We just need the time.
Luna sobre el mar forever.
The eternal ride. Luna sobre el mar, shine on the ride. The prettiest in your eyes, sitting at my side.
The waves applaud the evening and the stars lean in the sea.
Two hearts and one horizon.
The moon, the sea.
Luna sobre el mar.
Bless the slow cruise.
Some men chase the fortune,
I already
got the muse. Silver on the water,
gold in the years.
Luna sobre el mar.
The road of no fears.
Huh. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Yeah. 5 a.m. Yeah. 5 a.m. the seagulls run the boulevard alone. I'm loading up the pressure washer, hitching up the chrome. Arena Asfalto, the sand in the street. Two terrains, one hustler, the grind on repeat. Summers on the coastline, mean the money's in the flow. My day tailing Papa runs from the marina to the stove. Beach town on the weekend is a gold mine if you work. While the tourists chase the tan lines, I'm attacking every quirk. Salt spray on the fender is a client guarantee. The ocean feeds corrosion and corrosion feeds my seed. By 7, I got 3 cars lined along the sand. By noon, I got a wait list and the sunburn on my hand. They ask me why I hustle when the beach is right there. Homie, the beach is the hustle, the salt in the air. Arena Asfalto, the sand and the tar. The coastline pays the dreamers who polish every car. From the boardwalk to the back streets, the hustle rolls deep. What the ocean tries to tarnish, my hands get to kick. Arena Asfalto, the grind by the sea. Every wave that brings the rust brings the bread to me. Started with a bucket and my T.O.'s suburban, 14 years old, hustling suds while other kids were surfing. The lifeguards knew my name before the principal did. Saved up every summer, the entrepreneurial kid. By 19, had the trailer wrecked. By 23, the van. By 30, had a four-man crew in the beach town business plan. We do the lifted trucks, the exotics by the pier, but the lowrider clientele's the reason we're here. Cause candy paint by salt water needs a surgeon's touch. The flake and the lacquer, homie, the ocean tests so much. So the clubs bring their babies to the only crew they trust. We treat every panel like a relic, no rust. The reputation compounded like the interest on the shore. Arena Asfalto, the hustle's folklore. Sand in the work boot, shine in the bay. The coastal hustle rhythm every single day. While they sleeping on the weekend, we attack the dawn. Arena Asfalto, the grind goes on. When the winter thins, the tourists and the papa money slows. We pivot to the car clubs and the winter storage rolls. The hustle's like the tide, homie, it never really stops. It just changes where it breaks. You follow where it. Now my daughter runs the bookings with the tablet and a smile. 16 with a business sense that's cleaner than my style. She up on ceramic coating to a skeptic from the hills. Watched her drive away grinning while she's printing out the bills. I never had a mentor, I had trial and the burn. She's got spreadsheets and the father, a much better turn. We donate every August to the youth surf program fund. The kids who chase the waves deserve their day in the sun. Cause the coastline raised us both, the hustler and the swell. It only asks you honor it and treat the locals well. So when you see our trailer park where the sand meets the street, there's 3 generations grinding, the story's complete. The ocean keeps on rolling and the hustle keeps the beat. Arena y asfalto, the coast and the concrete. Arena y asfalto, the sand and the tar. The coastline pays the dreamers who polish every car. From the boardwalk to the back streets, the hustle rolls deep. What the ocean tries to tarnish, my hands get to keep. Arena y asfalto, the grind by the sea. Every wave that brings the rust brings the bread to me. Sand and asphalt, suds and shine. Arena y asfalto, the coastal grind. You see that light sweeping over the water? That's the Faro, mijo. It's been guiding us home for 100 years. The lighthouse on the point's been turning since my great-grandfather's day. El Faro de la Bahía, the eye above the spray. He fished these very waters in a boat he built by hand. And the Faro brought him home each night to family and land. He told my grandfather, who told my pops, who told me, every man needs a fixed light when he's out there on the sea. Could be a tower on the headland, could be a candle in the room, could be a woman's patience, be the virgin in the bloom. But find your Faro early, mijo, memorize his glow. Cause the fog will come for certain and the night will steal the shore. I was 17 and reckless when those words first came my way. Didn't understand the weight of them until my darkest day, when the streets had me surrounded, and the compass spun in doubt. It was the porch light of my mother's house that pulled me out. Faro de la Bahía, keep turning through the night for the sailors and the strugglers who are searching for the light. Every family needs a beacon, every barrio needs a flame, a light that don't ask questions, just guide you all the same. Faro de la Bahía, the promise on the point. As long as one light's turning, the lost can't be annoying. Now the Faro's automated, but the keeper's house remains. Oh, Senor Castillo tends the garden and the pains. He's the last of the light keepers. 87 in the shade, still climbs the spiral Tuesdays for the maintenance parade. I bring him pan dulce whenever I cruise past. He tells me stories of the wrecks the light couldn't outlast. The light can only offer mijo, hey, can I make them turn? Some captains trust their pride instead, and pride's a slow burn. We sit up in the lantern room and watch the Chevys roll along the coast, or far below the Boulevard Patrol. He says the Lowriders remind him of the fishing fleet's return, slow and proud and shining, the same honest concern. Two keepers of the tradition on the bluff above the tide, the Faro and the familiar, the coastline's pride. When the fog rolls in, find the beam. When the night gets deep, trust the gleam. From the harbor to the headland, from the cradle to the crown, the Faro de la Bahía never lets you down. And I've become a Faro now, the porch light stays on. For the nephews and the strays and the ones whose way is gone. A light don't judge the vessel or the storm that brought it in. It just keeps on turning. That's the discipline. Last month the county council talked to tearing down the tower. Obsolete infrastructure, the language of the power. But the fishing families packed the hall with photographs and years. The car clubs and the surf shops and the keeper in tears. My daughter gave a speech about her bisabuelo's boat, how the Faro brought him home, so a future got his vote. The council chamber went so quiet you could hear the ocean's call. The vote came back unanimous, the Faro stands for all. So Sunday we celebrated with the caravan of chrome 40 lowrider circling the light that brought us home. Senor can steal away the flag from the lantern's rail, the oldest light, the newest shine, the never-ending tale. So here's to every Faro, the towers in the hearts, the lights that keep on turning when the darkness starts. Faro de la Bahía, keep turning through the night, for the sailors and the strugglers who are searching for the light. Every family needs a beacon, every barrio needs a flame, a light that don't ask questions, just guide you all the same. Faro de la Bahía, the promise on the point. As long as one light's turning, the lost can't be annoying. Keep the light turning, keep the porch light on. Faro de la Bahía, from dusk to dawn.
The ocean keeps everything we give it.
Mar de Recuerdos. Tonight we ride for the ones who sailed on.
Every January 2nd, we gather at the bluff. The whole familia bundle when the morning wind is rough. We bring the marigolds and the thermos and the frames, and we tell the winter ocean all our missing people's names. Mi abuelo Salvador, the fisherman, the rock. My tia Concepcion, who ran the flower shop on the block. My cousin Danny, 22, the wound that never seals. And Mando from the car club with the magic wheels. The waves take every name like they're carrying them home to whatever golden harbor lies beyond the foam. The old ones say the ocean is a mar de recuerdos, a sea of living memory where nothing's ever perdido. So we stand there in the salt mist till the sun climbs off the swell, and the year begins with honor. All is well.
Mar de recuerdos, the sea remembers all. Every name we whispered from the bluff above the sprawl. The ones who crossed the water and the ones who crossed beyond. The ocean holds them gently and the love goes on. Mar de recuerdos, no goodbyes complete, 'cause the tide brings back the memory.
Bittersweet and sweet.
Danny had a 61, he never got to finish. Pomegranate dreams of candy, a canvas made to vanish. After the funeral, his mother handed me the keys. Said, terminalo, mijo, do whatever your heart sees. For 2 years I couldn't touch it, the garage door stayed down. The grief sat on the fenders like the heaviest crown. But one January 2nd at the bluff above the bay, the wind off the water seemed to have something to say. So I rolled the door up finally and I got to work in tears. Sanding through the sorrow, priming through the years. The club showed up on weekends, nobody said a word, just wrenches and remembrance. The language we prefer, we painted it Pacific blue, the color of the deep. Now Danny rides with all of us, a promise that we keep.
Ride for the missing, shine for the gone. The sea of memories carries them on. Every cruise along the coastline is a rosary of chrome. Mar de recuerdos, we carry them home.
And when my own tide rises, when my name joins the list, don't drown the years in mourning, just add me to the mist. Bring the marigolds in January, tell the water something true, and take the blue one down the coast road. I'll be riding there with you. This year, at the gathering, my son held up the frame of his bisabuelo Salvador. He carries now the name. 8 years old and asking about the boat and the sea. And the whole bluff got to teaching him the family history. How Salvador crossed waters with a blessing in the net. How Concepcion's gardenias made the whole block in their debt. How Danny's laugh could fix a mood like hydraulics fix a stance. How Mando taught the young ones every step of the low dance. The boy took in the stories like the sand takes in the tide. Then he placed the marigolds and stood up with pride. The oceans like our photo album, he said to the crowd. And the elders started laughing cause the truth came out loud. So that's the way we grieve here, with the water in the wheels. Mar de Recuerdos, homie, the sea that heals.
Mar de Recuerdos, the sea remembers all. Every name we've whispered from the bluff above the sprawl. The ones who crossed the water and the ones who crossed beyond. The ocean holds them gently and the love goes on. Mar de Recuerdos, no goodbyes complete, cause the tide brings back the memory. Bittersweet and sweet, names on the water, love on the phone. Mar de Recuerdos, and never far from home. Sunset Pier cruise, yeah, the golden hour call. Every Chevy on the coastline answers one and all. From the parking lot processional to the boardwalk light. Sunset Pier cruise, the crown of the night, yeah. 6:45, the group chat lights up with the word. Pier run at 7 and the engines are stirred. Garage doors rolling up, but like the curtains on a show. The 64s and Regals in the evening's golden glow. We merge along the coast road in the loose parade of shine. The sunset paints the panels like a vintner pours the wine. My compass candy apple catches fire in the light. The bomba from the east side glows tangerine and white. The tourists on the sidewalk turn the cameras from the sea, cause the rolling exhibition is the better galleria. We're not racing, we're not revving, the procession's the point. The dignity is slowness, the boulevard anointing. When the pier silhouette comes cutting through the amber blaze, the whole caravan slows down, the ritual of praise. Sunset Pier cruise, where the day comes to kneel. The ocean gets the fire and the boardwalk gets the wheel. Roll it past the Ferris wheel, roll it past the stand. The golden hour blessing all the classics and the fans. Sunset Pier cruise, the coastline's finest scene. Chrome and orange horizon, the West Coast dream. We park along the seawall in the order that we came. The elders get the front spots, the protocols, the frame down. Aurelio's 48 fleet line holds the pole. 60 years of cruising, the patriarchs is roll. The families come walking with the strollers and the dogs. The hydraulic demonstrations for the little ones agog. A kid asked down Aurelio how the front end climbs the sky. He winks and hits the switches, the fleet line waves goodbye. The pier lights flicker on as the sun begins to drown. The prettiest transition, the passing of the crown. Day hands it to the evening, the fire to the glow. When the boardwalk bulbs start dancing on the panels in a row. Somebody's got the oldies pouring from a truck. The seagulls doing flybys and the whole scene's dunked in that golden purple gradient that photographs can't hold. You had to be there, homie, the story must be told. Sunset Pier cruise, the golden hour call. Every Chevy on the coastline answers one and all. From the parking lot processional to the boardwalk light. Sunset Pier cruise, the crown of the night.
My pops used to bring me here in the wagon way back. Buy me cotton candy while he talk, paint and flake with the cruisers by the railing. The same spots we hold now, the same sunset performing the identical golden vow. Now I bring my own kids and they run the same board. Sticky hands and big eyes at the hydraulic awards. My daughter knows the models, calls our fleet line on side. My son waves at Aurelio like he's meeting tonight. That's the sunset, Pier curriculum, the school without walls, where the culture passes downward as the evening falls. No textbook, just the boardwalk in the glow and the chrome and the certainty that beauty's got a permanent home. So when the last light dies behind the far marine haze, we roll home slow and grateful. The end of golden days.
Pier cruise, where the day comes to kneel. The ocean gets the fire and the boardwalk gets the wheel. Ooh, roll it past the Ferris wheel, roll it past the stand. The golden hour blessing all the classics and the fans. Sunset Pier cruise, the coastline's finest scene. Chrome and orange horizon, the West Coast dream. Gold to purple, Pier lights on. Sunset Pier cruise, till the next one, we're gone. Some hearts belong to the city, some to the Sierra. Mine's got salt water in it.
Corazón costero.
Yeah. She grew up 7 blocks from where the breakers hit the sand. A coastal heart and mujer with the tide line in her hand. I grew up in the flats where the freeway drowns the birds. But the first time that she walked me to the water, no words. She said, this is where I come from.
This is what I am, the daughter of the fog bank in the coastal jam. I watched her read the ocean like I read the boulevard. Every swell a sentence, every set a calling card.
And something in me shifted like a chassis on New Springs. The city vibe through learning what the coastal morning brings. She taught me all the tide pools and the names of every point. I taught her all the switches in the shops that don't disappoint. 2 worlds on 1 bench seat, the asphalt and the foam.
Her corazón costero found my heart a home. Corazón costero, the heart that beats with the tide. She carries the Pacific in her soul and in her stride. And I carry the boulevard, the hustle and the chrome. Together on the coast road, 2 currents, 1 home. Corazón costero, love like the shore. The waves keep arriving forever, more and more.
Our first year was a bridge built from her pier to my block. Sunday she take the tide pools, I take the swap meet walk. She put a tiny surfboard on my keychain as a joke. I put a switch plate, Kieran on the bag, the trade bespoke. Her familiars fishing people 4 generations deep. Her father eyed my Chevy like a wolf eyes a sheep, till I showed up at 5 a.m. to help him haul the nets. 3 hours on the water, the quietest of tests. When we docked, he tapped the fender on my 63 parked near. Said a man who wakes at 4 to earn the father's ear can draw my daughter anywhere. Despacio, entiendes?
And that's how the alliance formed between the boats and fenders.
Now our pops ride shotgun to the car shows in the fall.
And I got my own galoshes
hanging on his wall. They asked me why I chose him, the vato from the flats, who couldn't tell a swell line from a seagull spats. But he looked at my ocean like he looked at me, with patience and with reverence, the way it's supposed to be. He never tried to change me to a girl of the concrete. He just parked his chrome cathedral where the sand and asphalt meet. And every Sunday morning when the fog is on the glass, he drives me to the water, first light, first pass. Mi corazón costero, and this corazón del street. 2 geographies of loving, 1 heartbeat. Salt and asphalt, tide and chrome, 2 different languages of home. But love's the only current that connects the land and sea. Corazón costero. Her heart found me,
Now we live in a casita on the hill above the bay, close enough to hear the buoys on a quiet day. Her surfboards in the garage, sharing racks with my tools. The tie chart by the calendar, the house of two schools. And when the marine layer wraps the morning in its gauze, we drink cafe on the porch without a single cause. The hurry or the worry, the fog's a slow permission, the coastal-hearted lifestyle, the peaceful transmission. Someday we'll have some little ones with sand between their toes who know the smell of carnitas and the way the north swell goes. They'll grow up bilingual in the deepest sense of it,
Fluent in the ocean and the boulevard's gray.
when they ask us how we met,
The flats, kid, and the shore
we'll say the coast
brought us together. Corazón, Costero. Corazón, Costero. The heart that beats with the tide. She carries the Pacific in her soul and in her stride. And I carry the boulevard, the hustle and the chrome. Together on the coast road, two currents, one home. Corazón, Costero. Love like the shore. The waves keep arriving, forever more and more.
salt in her heart.
Chrome in my corazón, costero, the tide and the shine.
Marea Alta, Marea Alta, Marea Alta, the high tide's in. When the water's rising, that's the time to swim. Everything the low tide buried comes alive again. Marea Alta, baby. The rise, the wind. The old fisherman will tell you that the tide controls it all. When to launch, when to anchor, when to push and when to stall. My uncle Beto ran his boat on that eternal clock. High tide lifts the humble mijo. Low tide checks the cocky. I took that to the streets when the shop was running dry. 2020 gut punched the low tide of my life. Bills stacked like the jetty rocks, the foam refused to ring. My pride was beached and rusting like a keel crack thing. But Beto pulled me dockside with the thermos and the truth. The tide always returns. That's the covenant of the blow. Your job is not to make it rise. No man commands the sea. Your job's to keep the boat patched so you're ready when it's free. So I patched through the winter repairs, referrals grind. And when the Marea Alta came, my hull was aligned. Marea Alta, ride the rising water. Everything you patched in the low tide's gonna prosper. The harbor's only shallow till the moon calls it deep. High tide on the west side, the promises we keep. Marea Alta, lift every boat in the bay. The rise remembers everyone who didn't drift away. High tide hitting spring like a jet that finally cleared. The backlog turned to waitlist and the empty base careered. But here's the Marea wisdom that the low tide taught me well. When your water's rising, check who else has fell. So I hired little Ray whose taqueria went under. Taught him upholstery stitching, the man's become a wonder. Fronted on ya almost rent when the cleaning gigs got slim. She sends me Sunday Pozzoli, the interest on the whim. Cause the tide's a great instructor in the physics of the flow. What rises always rises higher, lifting those below. The rich man hoards his high tide and he drowns in it alone. The wise man channels water and the whole marina's grown. Now the block's a little stronger every time the water swells. Marea Alta economics, the rising that propels. Marea Alta, the high tide's in. When the water's rising, that's the time to swim. The water's rising, that's the time to swim. Everything the low tide, every comes alive again. Marea Alta, baby. The rise, the wind. And for my hintic in the low tide right now, the beach and dry. The ones watching others water while the own won't rise. Hold the line and patch the hoe. The moon is on the move. No tide, unrecorded history forgot to prove. Now Beto's 80-something, docks his boat but keeps the coffee. Every Friday on the pier we talk the top philosophy. He asks about the business, the familiar, the crew. I tell him about the new hires in the second bay, that's new. He nods out at the water where the sets are stacking clean. You finally learn to read it. The rhythm in between. High tide ain't the goal, mijo. The rhythm is the prize. The man who trusts the cycle never panics, never dies. So I stop fearing low tides, they're just the end of his breath. Together in the water for the next crest depth. And when my high tide's rolling like it's rolling here today, I stack the gains like sandbags for whoever needs the way. That's the Marea doctrine from the harbor to the streets. The tide, the trust, the time, and the cycle complete. Marea Alta, ride the rising water. Everything you patched in the low tide's gonna prosper. The harbor's only shallow till the moon calls it deep. High tide on the west side, the promises we keep. Marea Alta, lift every boat in the bay. The rise remembers everyone who didn't drift away. The water's rising, lift every boat. Marea Alta, stay afloat.
Everybody's got a place inside themselves, an island only they can reach. Isla del Alma, homie. There's an island in the channel you can see on clearest days, a blue-gray silhouette that floats above the haze. Most folks never notice it, too busy with the sand, but my grandmother would point it out and squeeze my little hand. You see that isla, mijo? Everybody's got their own, a quiet place inside the chest where you are never thrown. The world can take your money and the years can take your speed, but nobody can touch the island, that's the sacred deed. I didn't understand it till the storms of 35, when the divorce and the layoff left me barely alive. I drove out to the harbor just to breathe beside the swell, and saw that distant island through the mist, and the shell of everything I carried seemed to crack and fall away. The isla was still standing, and so was I that day. Isla del Alma, the island of the soul, the place inside that stays intact when everything takes toll. Beyond the reach of headlines, beyond the repo, man, the harbor of the spirit where you always land. Isla del Alma, protected with your life, the last free territory, beyond the noise and strife. We live in loud times, homie, the notification swarm. Everybody selling something, every feed's a storm. The world wants your attention like a debt it can collect. It forecloses on the quiet, the soul's neglect. But the old ones knew the practice, they defended it with rights. The rosary of bedtime and the garden's early lights. Abuela with his coffee, watching sparrows on the wire. That was island maintenance, the tending of the fire. So I built my own traditions on the coastline's edge. The Thursday sunset, drive along the western ledge. No phone, no plan, no passenger, the Chevy in the sea. 1 hour on the island, just my soul and me. And everything runs better when I make the crossing weekly. The father, the compadre, the worker more completely. Sail to the island whenever it storms. The soul's got a harbor beyond all the norms. 1 hour of quiet on the coast in the chrome. Isla del Alma, the innermost home. And you don't need a Chevy, and you don't need the coast. The island's not the scenery, it's what you tend the most. The porch of prayer, God, I'm better walk it, days decline. Whatever keeps the world out is the island's design. Yeah. My son came home from college with his shoulders full of weight. The pressure of the finals and the loans and the debate. I didn't give a lecture, I just handed him the keys. A Thursday route, mijo, the ocean and the breeze. He came back 3 hours later with the color in his face. I parked at Sunset Point and stared at all that space. And somewhere out there looking at the island in the blue, I remembered who I was before the pressure grew. That's the inheritance I wanted, not the car, the code. The knowledge that the island waits at the end of the road. His visa well appointed at it 70 years back. The coordinates keep passing down the family track. So find your isla, gente, and visit it with pride. The soul keeps its geography, the eternal ride. Isla del Alma, the island of the soul, the place inside that stays intact when everything takes toll. Beyond the reach of headlines, beyond the repo, man, the harbor of the spirit where you always land. Isla del Alma, protected with your life, the last freight territory, beyond the noise and strife. The island's always out there, past the mist, past the foam. Isla del Alma, the soul's way home. Last light on the water. Every album ends, homie, but the coast goes on. Último Atardecer, make it count. Yeah. The sun is going down on our 17-song ride. From the morning breeze of opener to the turning of the tide. Yeah, we cruised the golden coastline and the Pier of memory lane. Met the Sirena on the jetty, sang the salt in the rain. So for this final sunset, let me park it on the bluff, where the whole Pacific spreads out like the finest of the stuff. The day's last surfers paddling in through the amber sheen. The lighthouse starting up a shift above the evening scene. And me, I'm taking inventory of the blessings in the frame. The familiar, the compadres, every track that says their name. The Chevy ticking cool down like a heartbeat winding slow. The boulevard behind me and the afterglow. They say all things must end, the cruise, the day, the song. But endings on the coastline never last for long. Último Atardecer, the final sunset burns, but the wheel keeps on spinning and the tide always returns. So don't cry for the ending, salute the setting flame. Tomorrow's gone, already knows your name. Último Atardecer, gold turn into wine, the last light of the album, but never the line. I think about my grandfather's last sunset on this shore. 89 years old, he has to see the water once more. We carried him out to the seawall in the wheelchair with the fleet. 40 years of club compadres lining up the street. He watched the sun go down with a smile like he knew something about the ending that the rest of us can't view. No, es el final, he whispered as the last light left the swell. Es solo un cambio de guardia, just the changing of the bell. The next morning he was gone with the dawn, with the tide. But every single sunset since I feel him at my side. That's what the Atardecer teaches those who watch it right. The sun ain't dying, homie, it's just passing on the light to other coasts, other cruisers, other souls in other lanes. The glow moves on forever, it just changes hands. Watch it go down slow, let the colors preach. The greatest show is free every evening on the beach. From the first track to the last one, from the sunrise to the sea. El último atardecer, hasta luego, not goodbye from me. And when this album finds you on some night drive far away, some city where the ocean's just a poster on the gray, let the songs be your coastline, let the bass line be the phone. Press play on the Pacific in your home. So here's the final verse before the stars take the mic. Gratitude to every listener riding through the night. To the lowrider familiars keeping culture on the street. To the coastal towns that fed us and the elders we repeat. The album's just a vehicle, the love, the destination. 18 tracks of coastline, one long celebration. And if you take one thing from all these miles of chrome and blue, let it be the rhythm. Slow is how the real ones move. The sunset don't rush and the tide don't race. The coast rewards the patient with the golden grace. So keep your engines humble and your Sundays by the sea. Your porch lights on for strangers and your familiar close and free. The último atardecer is bleeding in tonight, but somewhere down the coastline, first light. Último atardecer, the final sunset burns, but the wheel keeps on spinning and the tide always returns. So don't cry for the ending, salute the setting flame. Tomorrow's gone, already knows your name. Último atardecer, gold turning to wine, the last light of the album, but never the line. The sun slips under, the lighthouse takes the shift. Brisa del Pacífico, gracias for the gift.